wrong approach to a situation has a very big damage that it will cause. Let me explain. Now, there is a story in the Bible that is the story of Moses and Aaron. Now, I get to a time that is from the book of Numbers chapter 20. You can go there and read it. It gets to a certain time that the people of Israel, they were choking them, like they were giving them issues that, okay, we needed food, we needed water, we needed this, we needed that. You understand? So they needed water, mostly in this particular part. They needed water. So they were like, oh, Moses, we needed water. Did you bring us here to do this and do that? So they begin to lament. They begin to complain. So Moses was like, okay. Moses and Aaron went ahead to meet God and inquire of God, what should we do? These people are requesting for water. Then God gave them instruction. He gave them this instruction. He said, look, go to the rock, gather the people, go to the rock, speak to the rock. The rock is going to bring forth the water. Okay, so that was the instruction from God. But when Moses gathered the people together, after he has gathered all of them, then he went to where the rock is. Then he struck the rock. He was angry. He was provoked. Then he struck the rock. When he struck the rock, there's one thing I want you to pay attention to there. When he struck the rock, it did not stop water from pouring out of the rock. Striking the rock was a disobedient. You must know that. God said, speak to the rock. When you speak to the rock, water will come out. But Moses struck the rock. Now, God did not head back the water that, okay, because the process was wrong, because the approach was wrong, I will not bring the water. No, the approach was wrong, but yet God provided the water. Now, when God provided the water, the people drank, but the consequence of that disobedience was not taken away. The consequence of that disobedience was not taken away. Now, what happened? After he has done that, a message came. God said, look, since you have done this, Aaron, you are not going to enter the promised land. From now henceforth, he told Moses, take off the garment of Aaron, give it to Eliza, and from now henceforth, he is no longer going to be the priest. Means he will die because they have disobeyed him. The same thing happened to Moses. You will not enter the promised land. Why? Disobedient. Now, I want to explain something. If you look at this story very well, there's the part I picked so much is that part of God responding even when the approach was wrong. Yes, there are a lot of things we are doing today. We are pastors. God gave us instruction. We are women and men of God, children of God. There are different instructions God gave you. Maybe you want to take worship, praises, or so on and so forth. God gave you instruction. Follow it this way. And you decided to do it in the wrong way. It will stop God from showing forth himself. It will stop God from manifesting his power in you, but you will pay for the disobedience. Yes, there's a consequence for disobedience. You will pay for disobeying God. Why? Because he gave you an instruction. He told Moses and Aaron, Moses, speak to the rock. It will bring forth water. Moses got there. He struck the rock. Now God did not stop. I'm not going to give you the water for disobeying me. He gave the water. But within Moses was like, okay, the water came out. He concluded. But did God conclude? No. God sent another message to them. For this you have done this and this and this is what's going to happen to you. Exactly. You know, recently, when we were on our night prayer, I began to pray. I say, God, anything that will make me to disobey you, please don't just let me go there. Don't just let me go there. If you look at, let me say 90% of the things that is happening to us today is because of disobedience. Yes, it is because of what? Disobedience. When God said, don't do this, don't do it. When God said, do it this way, follow that way. Because any moment you breach that law, God is going to do what he can do. God is going to manifest himself. But you are coming back to pay. So dear people of God, I want to tell you, the fact that the approach is wrong will not stop God from doing what he wants to do. Okay? The fact that the approach is wrong will not stop God from doing what he wants to do. But it won't stop God also for giving you the punishment that is due for you. So that is the reason why when you are working with God, you must use your 5 senses. Yes. You must not play smart. You must not play that, oh, let me do it my way. Oh, I know it too much. No. As far as an instruction, no. And say, or you are not hearing from God. Yes, if you're not hearing from God, that is a different case. But if you are hearing from God and you know when God say pen is pen, please pick up the pen. If God say drop it, drop it. Because the moment you breach it, you know there's what we call mercy and grace. That is what every one of us always want to run into. But I will talk about that later. There's always a foundation for those things you are looking at. Mercy. God is a merciful God. God is a merciful God. Continue to break his rules. He will tell you that he's a merciful God when Saul was a king, okay? And yet Saul disobeyed him. Do this, Saul did A, he substituted him. He's a merciful God. When Solomon, he told Solomon, don't do this. Solomon did that. He rent the kingdom from him. He's a merciful God. There are a lot, because I don't want to start mentioning. There are a lot. So if you read the Bible very well, you will see all the stages. The more they are disobeying, the more God is doing what he can do best. Yes, that same God is still existing. The fact that Jesus has come to create a platform for us to have this communion, have this thing, but doesn't stop God for knowing that you are a disobedient child. The Bible said disobedience is like a spirit of witchcraft. So God don't like disobedience. God don't like disobedience. So dear people of God, I want you to walk on your list, your ears, walk on your word, respond to commandment, work on it. If it's A, do it. Don't think of your own option. Or maybe, no, don't be emotional when it comes to the things of God. No, don't try to be emotional. Don't try to help God. No. When God say A. When God say B, just like that. God bless you. I remember Pastor Dorcas. I know this message will bless you, but some of you don't like liking my videos. I have up to 300 views in one video. We have 5 like. What is the rest people doing? Huh? God bless you. Try to like the video, okay? Ciao, ciao.